Wow. So we have Jock Stein's Lisbon Lions. We have Brendan Rodgers' Invincibles. And now we have Ange Postecoglou's Record Breakers. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? But before we go any further and we delve into what was a huge win for Celtic, if you guys are enjoying the content and you want to help support the channel, the best way to do so is to click the like button and click that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, 9-0 win. Record-breaking win. That is Celtic's largest ever competitive away win in the league, trumping an 8-0 away win against Hamilton in 1988. So today we look at what was a famous, historic, record-breaking win by the numbers. And the only way I think we can do it is the old school WWE Royal Rumble pre-Rumble by the numbers promo. However, I know I'll get copyrighted, so we're not going to do that, but rather we're going to go in chronological, well, not chronological, but numerical order from lowest to highest. And number 1 is the first number. And of course, we're talking about Celtic's number 1. Joe Hardy made one crucial save when the scores were locked at 0-0 and copped some cleats into the head as a bit of, payback, I guess we could say, from Stephen Fletcher. Was it Stephen Fletcher? I don't know, he looks weird with the grown out here. I'm not one to talk, but still it doesn't suit him, I don't think. Anyways, two hat-tricks scored. Kyogo and Liel Abada both taking home match balls. Also, Celtic remained 2 points clear at the top of the table. 3. Celtic's front 3 was absolutely instrumental in the victory with 10 direct goal contributions across the front 3. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 5. A very important number with 5 different goal scorers in this match and Celtic making it 5 consecutive league wins. We have a perfect start to the season and it doesn't look like we're going to be slowing down anytime soon. 9 goals, and if Dundee United had 9 lives, well, I think they were going to be getting pumped in every single scenario because they were abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. But we're not going to focus on them today, are we? Because now we look at number 20, which is Celtic's current goal difference after that performance. Yet again, ridiculous. 5 games in and a goal difference of 20. That is superb. 40. The minute of Celtic's second goal, meaning 8 goals were scored in the final 50 minutes of the match. That equates to just over a goal every 6 minutes. Ridiculous. 57. Ange's age, and with this match, it came as somewhat a belated birthday gift for our leader. He turned 57 just a couple of days, the day before the Dundee United game, so I'm sure he will be celebrating that victory, certainly, but not too hard because, he's never one to, celebrate too hard because he knows we have a job coming ahead. 76, the amount of possession that the Celtic had all game. It could have been a lot higher as well, I don't think Dundee United would have had, how much, 24% possession if they didn't have that spell in the first half where Celtic was, a bit dodgy at times, but still 76% possession. Never got a look in again, Dundee United. Never really even got another touch of the ball for that matter as well. 87. The pass accuracy of the Celts. A passing game which absolutely dismantled Dundee United's feeble defence and pretty much put them to the sword, pulled their pants down, and just laughed at them as, we made the trip back home. 714. The amount of passes Celtic completed against Dundee United, more than 3 times the amount that United had completed. That we don't see numbers like that normally. 714 passes, even against the worst teams. That is a very significant number, that is. So it was literally, as you can tell, just a pure annihilation of a team that has just struggled so much recently. The victory against Alkmaar, it came as a shock, and you thought it was a sign of things to come. And it was a sign of things to come, but rather also a turning point. I believe I saw a stat somewhere that Dundee United have now conceded 24 goals in the last 3 matches or 4 matches. It's disgraceful, but you have to feel sorry. You have to feel sympathy for Jack Ross, because look, Ange Postecoglou's Celtic were absolutely ruthless. It's one of those things, right, where the intent was there, not just to set the standard for themselves, not to set the standard for the rest of the year, but to set the standard across the league. That is a sign of intent, a statement that we will not be handing over this title anytime soon. And Ange alluded to something very, very important in the post-match presser. At half-time, Celtic were 4-0 up, and the players could have easily gone out there in the second half, tried different things, gone off plan, but no. Instead, they stuck to the script and reaped the rewards, which was 5 unanswered goals in the second half. Now, there were some tactical decisions pre-game with Starfelt, Rayo and Abada all brought into the starting lineup. The Starfelt one for me was the most questionable of the lot, but I have to single out Liel Abada. Now, Liel's game is by no means perfect, right? There are some aspects I think he needs a lot of work on. Some moments in the first half I was quite frustrated with him. I thought he could have been doing a lot better, but what cannot be denied is that Liel Abada is leaps and bounds ahead of Dyson Maeda in attacks. Remember, that point is very, very specific in attack. His movement for the 3 goals was utterly superb. His through ball to Jota to set up Kyogo's first was Tom Rogic-esque, and all 3 his finishes, while 2 of them were open nets, the third one, the little dink over the keeper, a lot of composure to finish that. A defender closing in, goalkeeper closing in. Smallest inch of space, and he strikes it very, very sweetly. So he deserves a lot of credit, Liel Abada, because credit is given where credit is due. And look, I have to say, he's just a very positive footballer on the ball. He's always looking to go forward. He will concede when he can't, and he will play back to Juranovic or someone else who I think he has an extremely good link up with on that right-hand side. But, he is a very talented young lad for a 20-year-old, and while he may not have the pressing aspect that Dyson Maeda does, it's great to see that we have such an attacking threat like Liel Abada there in our ranks, because we can call on him when we need him, and we can call on Dyson when we need him as well. But another thing, and concerningly, I took this out of the game, is that the gulf in quality between Celtic and the bottom teams in the league is just growing and growing and growing. Sure, we won't be winning 9-0 every single match, but we've already scored 21 goals in 5 games this season, conceding once. Ange's football is increasing the gap in quality in between the best in Celtic and the other teams at the bottom. It's scary for opposition teams because they'll be heading it. It's one of those things. They'll probably, it's now going to be a matter of how many will Celtic score, not so much will Celtic get the win. That's the way it's shaping up to be. Sure, things will change when we get more fixture congestion. Maybe injuries might come into play, but for now, other teams, all they can do is pray and just hope for the best, because 5-0 against St Johnstone, 9-0 Dundee United, sure, 2-0 against Hearts, decent team in their own right, 2-0 against Aberdeen on Flag Day. Celtic, we're a form team in the comp right now, and probably one of the form teams in Europe as well. We're devastatingly good, and it's exciting. While it might be scary for opposition fans, it's extremely, extremely exciting for us Celtic fans, because we still probably have not seen the best of this Celtic team yet. 9-0 away from home, it comes pretty damn close to being the best, but I feel there is even bigger and better to come from this team, and Bring it on. Bring it on. I will lap it up because last night was last night watching Celtic was so enjoyable. That was one of the most enjoyable performances I've seen in the last 2 years. While Ange's football is great to watch normally, that was one of the most enjoyable performances I think since he arrived. So, sign of things to come. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great year. That was a great record breakers. Ange's, Postecoglou's record breakers. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video, I don't think I was very upbeat today. I'm very tired, so I apologize for that. But if you did enjoy, nonetheless, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, hail, hail.